A few minutes later, in comes a beautiful young woman named Anne. Anne walks over to Kevin, gives him a big hug and a big kiss right on the lips, and says, "Hey babe, how are you?" He goes, "Hi, good looking. Are we on for tomorrow night?" And she goes, "Yeah, 8 o'clock?" And he goes, "Yeah, meeting you in Hunt?" She goes, "Yeah, second floor?" He goes, "Yeah." And she walks out. The baggers prudently decide not to point anything out. A few minutes later, Jody comes in wearing her beautiful handmade lightning bolt shaped earrings. She asks Becca, "Could I steal some?" Becca's like, yeah. She takes another thing of yogurt and leaves. A few minutes later, in comes Mary. Mary's a lovely young woman. She jumps on Kevin, tackling him to the bed, starts kissing him and says, "Oh God, I can't wait to see you. Tomorrow night at 9? And Kevin goes, "That'll work, yeah. Where do you want to meet?" And she goes, "How about the 3rd floor of Hunt?" He goes, "That'd be fine." Mary gives him a huge kiss goodbye and leaves. Becca is like looking over her architecture homework. She's paying no attention. I come back in and say, "Damn, I needed a new table of integrals. I have a stack of papers with me." I go in, I shut the door. In comes Jody wearing beautiful diamond-shaped earrings and a different shirt. She doesn't bother to ask, she just runs straight to the fridge and opens it, starts taking yogurt. In comes Heather. Heather is Jody's roommate, for real. "Jody! You're addicted!" "Heather, what are you talking about?" "You're addicted to yogurt! Can't you see it's an addiction? It's a sickness! You've got to stop, Jody, please! I love you, you can't do this to yourself!" "Heather, I'm fine. I'm fine. I can fool with the yogurt anytime." Drags Jody out of the room. At that point, the fire alarm went off. That wasn't in the script. We dealt with it as best we could. You see, command central for this endeavor was my room upstairs from Becca's. And so people are going in and out of my room. We had lots of yogurt to eat. My roommate, who was completely single, was there laughing his ass off. He and I went to high school together. He was like, "Oh man, I knew I shouldn't have done this." So anyhow, how did we deal with the fire alarm? Well, the girls, Kevin's various girlfriends, were hanging out in my room. So we all walk out of my room, and the proper way to evacuate a tower in a fire drill, or real fire, is to go down the stairs to the 3rd floor where the bridge to the main part of Morwood is, and then you walk out the bridge and then out the building. So we go down the stairs, and I notice at the bridge up ahead are Becca and the baggers. So I, who they have seen, quickly put my arms around Lynn and Anne, who they have seen, and who start snuggling me and like nuzzling up to me and stuff, and we walk out. The baggers' brains are starting to turn into something resembling tapioca.
Yogurt.
Now then, the fire drill ends, everybody goes back into the building, and I'm like, God damn. So at this point, we decided to change a Confuse a Bagger experience into a Confuse a Becca experience. You see, at this point, we were joined by Tom Strong, who's around here somewhere. There he is. We were joined by Chris Cox, and we were joined by Drew Potratz. Becca didn't know Drew and Chris. She'd never met them.
Beautiful.
Tom is an interesting fellow and happened to have a prop. A stage production dramatic prop of a Beretta pistol. He said, "I see an opportunity for fun here." Which is what I think when I'm staring at a gun. So what happened was, I'll shift to Becca's perspective. She's talking to the baggers. Her closet mate is gone. He's gone off to do whatever. Kevin is elsewhere. And Becca's talking to the baggers and calming them down after the fire alarm, and everything strange that is starting to happen. Suddenly, in comes Drew, who is about yay tall. His pants are open and starting to slip down. He is running and he goes, "Oh shit! Oh shit! He found me! He found me with her! Quick! Hide me! Hide me! Holy God! Find me! Hide me! He's got a gun!" Becca doesn't know who this guy is. She panics. He starts to scramble under the bed without her, like, just The baggers are like... In comes Chris. Chris is about this big. Chris is wearing a leather jacket. He comes in, where the fuck is he? I saw him run down the hall. Where the fuck? He bends over, sees Drew, grabs Drew, and as he bends over to grab Drew, the pistol falls out of the jacket. The girls are now scared. What is technically called by Skinner school psychologists, shitless. Chris drags Drew and the pistol out of the room. Drew's like, call the police! Becca is now in an absolute panic. Chris and Drew get to my room and start laughing their asses off. Oh God, you should have seen, man. She was terrible. Holy God, oh, it was the best. Tom has met Becca, but she doesn't know him terribly well at this point. So, Becca's boyfriend was there, and he was like, oh, this is great. We got to do something about it, though. It can't go on. So, Tom picks up my phone and calls Becca's room. Ring. Hello? Hi, this is Carnegie Mellon Campus Security. We just received a report that there was somebody seen on your dorm floor with a deadly weapon, and we're sending a team of officers over to secure the area and get some information. Do not leave your room.
Oh, God.
Okay! Tom says something to Arch, who's Becca's boyfriend, and I sung along the lines of, oh yeah, she's scared. And we're like, okay, we better go. So the three of us run downstairs. We get to the door. Knock on the door, Becca opens the door, Becca is there like this, and like the two baggers are like huddling together in the corner like, Hell's Angels, I don't know, are coming to take them and like, make them study calculus or something. They're terrified. We have this wonderful look. Becca looks at Tom, recognizes him, and Tom grins and goes, campus security. My understanding is Arch didn't get laid that night. My understanding is one of the baggers basically said, I am never coming to this goddamn place again. I'm never coming to this city again. The other one frequently attended KGB meetings during her 4 years on this campus.